$96 million All-Pro. Sounds the alarm. Broncos Bengals, a primetime trap you can feel from the couch. Picture it. The lights of Monday night, the plate of leftovers, the hum of the broadcast warming up. Then a voice cuts through the comfort. Pat Certain 2. 4 years, $96 million, and not a hint of complacency. His message to the Broncos before Week 4? Do not breathe easy. Just because Joe Burrow isn't walking through that tunnel, this is the week where focus decides everything. The week where a casual step becomes a blown coverage, and a lazy hand placement becomes 6 the other way. It's a prove-it night, in front of everyone. Why Certain's warning lands? Like a siren, when a franchise cornerstone speaks, you don't scroll past it. Certain has lived the backup QB ambush. Fast script, clean pictures, ball out on time, and a favorite turns into a funeral march. Jake Browning won't be handed the keys to a Ferrari, but he doesn't need one. Quick game, rhythm throws, condensed formations. If Denver blinks, the halftime score reads closer than it should. Certain's thesis is simple. Respect the assignment. Win your leverage, and don't let the backup label turn sharp eyes into soft ones. Start crisp or spend the rest of the night chasing. Denver's defensive identity, built for prime time. This defense travels. A top-tier scoring unit, a pass rush that finds quarterbacks in their nightmares, and a collective comfort living in games that finish 20 or under. That's the blueprint when your own rookie Bo Nix has ridden a few turnover swells. Protect the football, and suddenly the rush can tee off while the back end spins, baits, and steals. Certain is the hinge that swings the whole door. With an island corner you can call coverages with teeth, roll help elsewhere, spin safeties late, and invite throws into windows that look open until they aren't. Press, catch, off. He's a shapeshifter who never tips the hand. Browning's plan versus the pressure cooker. No Burrow lowers the ceiling. It doesn't erase the structure. Expect Cincinnati to shrink the splits, stack and bunch to free releases. Live in the quicks, then slip in a deep shot to keep safeties honest. Chip the edges and move the launch point to blunt Denver's rush. The down that tilts the night. 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 8. If Denver muddies the picture, late rotations, a gap mug looks, ghost pressure from the nickel. 1/2 beat is all it takes. On time becomes hit as he throws, and a tip turns into a tip drill. The popcorn duel. Pat Certain 2 versus Jamar Chase. Clear your Monday around this. When Certain drew the primary last season, Chase's returns were human. 3 catches on 6 targets for 27 yards, while his big moments came elsewhere. That's not a mic drop. It's a trailer. Chase is an all-pro bully with post-catch nitro. Certain is the rare technician who can match force with patience. Micro-drama to watch. At the snap, does Certain fire his hands to stun the release, or mirror with patient feet? Win the first 0.5 seconds and routes die on the vine. Motion stack answers. Cincy will move Chase like a queen on a chessboard. Denver's switch calls need to be crisp. Late comms equal free runners. Intermediate breakers, 12-18 yards. Digs, comebacks, outs, Chase's metronome. If Certain squeezes those, Cincy is left checking down or taking low-percentage shots. Red zone, short field, quick hands. Certain's length turns fades, slants, and pivots into coin flips the defense actually likes. 2 alphas, 1 sideline mic picking up the chirps, and a slow-mo fingertip changing the drive. That's your appointment TV. Don't lose T. Higgins in the smoke chase draws the neon, but Higgins punishes single coverage and rebounds like a power forward. Over-rotate to 1 and 85 eats. Certain's true value multiplies here. If he holds his island, Denver can shade to Higgins on money downs and force Browning into tight window heroics he didn't come to make. Denver's offensive mandate. Don't be the story Bo Nix doesn't need to wrestle the broadcast. He needs to keep it boring in the best possible way. Protect the ball. A punt is a win with this defense. Live in second and manageable. Keep the menu open. Play action, quicks, tempo tags. Finish drives. Red zone discipline avoids the settled for 3 regret. Use cadence. Hard counts and late shifts expose pressure tells before the snap. Play on schedule and let your pass rush write the headlines. The trench truth, where the night quietly tilts. Broncos' rush. If 4 win, everything else sharpens. Creepers. 4-man looks dressed as 5 or 6, so confusion without sacrificing coverage. Bengals protection. Chips, slides, condensed splits. If Denver defeats the help early, Cincinnati's plan speeds up and mistakes arrive. Run fits. Both sides covet 2nd and 6. Denver must stay gap sound. Cincinnati will make safeties tackle and probe the edges for discipline. 4. Swing moments you'll feel from your couch. The opening 15. Does Denver blow up the script with simulated pressure and late spins? Or does Cincy find rhythm before the coffee cools? Third and medium, disguise too high, spin to one, or vice versa, steal the first read. That half second is the turnover tax. Tight red zone. Rubs and pivots versus match rules. Watch certain's eyes. One false step equals 6. The middle 8. Final 4 of the half, first 4 of the third. Hidden points, hidden momentum, no hiding from the consequences. Coaching tendencies. Hold the alphabet soup. Denver wants to show you one picture pre-snap and deliver another at the snap. Stop the run with light boxes, then close passing lanes with speed and length. Cincinnati wants to force declarations, snap fast, and beat leverage with timing. The sideline that dictates when the ball is thrown wins the style fight. Hidden edges. You'll start calling out. Loud motion tells, if a defender travels, it smells like man. If the shell bumps and nobody follows, you're in zone land. Browning's best throws come when he diagnoses this early. Boundary versus field. If Denver chains certain to the boundary, expect layered field side attacks and crossers. Tempo steals. A sudden no-huddle after an explosive can cold start a defense into donating a red zone trip. Penalty discipline. In prime time, a third down DPI or a hold is a silent turnover. Counted as such. The 3 big keys, expanded explosives allowed. Anything 20+ to chase Higgins is gasoline. Cap verticals and tackle in breakers. Takeaways versus giveaways. Browning's ball security rap sheet and Knicks's rookie swings make turnover margin the headline. A +1 often equals W field position. Broncos starting near their 30 versus Bengals near their 20. That's 4 quarters of slow suffocation. What a winning night looks like. Broncos blueprint defense forces 2 turnover-worthy plays. Converts at least 1 into points or a short field. Certain erases Chase's first read on key downs. Higgins is bracketed on third and in the red zone. Knicks plays distributor, not daredevil. No short fields gifted. 60%+ on early down throws. Run game keeps the call sheet balanced. Special teams flips 1 field or steals 3 points before half. Final frame, pass rush closes. 1 drive killing sack, 1 PBUs at the sticks. Bengals path. Browning opens hot on the script. Quicks, RPO looks, and a timely shot to keep safeties vertical. Higgins punishes single coverage when Denver tilts to chase. Tight ends win in the seams versus light boxes. Run game creates 2nd and 5s, enabling tempo and preventing Denver from sitting in disguise. Protection with chips and slides keeps the rush to pressures, not sacks. 1 explosive punt return or hidden yards swing the middle 8. Red zone, 3 trips, 2 touchdowns, because field goals won't hold against a suffocating defense. So settle in. Watch the first third down disguise, the first chase release, the first time Knicks changes the cadence and a linebacker flinches. In a game where 1 tipped ball can rewrite the headline, the 96-cm All-Pro didn't issue a warning to sound tough. He did it because trapdoors only open when you stop checking the floor. 1 bounce, 1 fingertip, 1 primetime pivot. Which way does it break?